Chachaji. Chachaji also born on 14th November 1889. His birthday celebrated Children's Day. He was a freedom fighter. Chachaji is one our great people like Bapuji, Netaji, Kala. Chachaji is a role model for all children. Happy Independence Day. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Teachers and judges, my name is Saradhya R.K. I am studying in 2nd standard at Sri Ramakunjeshwara English Medium School, Ramakunja. Now I would like to speak about Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji is the father of our nation. His full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was born on October 2, 1869 at Porbandar in Gujarat. He studied law in England and became a barrister in 1891. In 1893, he went to South Africa and worked for the rights of our people. He returned to India and joined the freedom struggle. Gandhiji always believed in truth. He also believed in ahimsa, which means non-violence. He started many non-violence movements such as Salt Satyagraha, Swadeshi movement, non-cooperation movement and Quit India movement. He worked for the unity of our nation and removed the problem of untouchability. Under his leadership, India became independent on 15th August 1947. He was shot dead on January 30, 1948. His messages will always guide our nation. Thank you. Happy Independence Day.
Hello my dear teachers, I am Aradhya. I study in 3rd standard Sri Ramakunjeshwara English Medium School, Ramakunja. I am 8 years old. Today I am going to speak about freedom fighters. India was under the rule of Britishers. Freedom of India did not come easily. It requires fearless courage, unity and spirit. Freedom fighters who concentrated their lives for the attainment of freedom from Britishers. They made many sacrifices, pain, risk and opposition. They must have faced in the struggle against Britishers. The list of freedom fighters in India is endless. Many of them are known. They gave everything to their motherland. Many of them are famous. They are Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Mayura Mahadev, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Kitturu Rani Channamma and many more. They gave everything to their motherland. Now I will tell about Subhash Chandra Bose. He went all the way from India to Germany by road. He took Hitler's help army. He attacked Britishers from Burma. He captured Andaman Nicobar from the Britishers. Next I will tell about our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. He played a great role in freedom struggle. His non-violence, truth and peaceful methods were foundation of independence. His freedom movements such as non-cooperation, satyagraha, salt march, quit India, etc. All the freedom fighters supported him. Finally, India got independence on 15th August 1947. Freedom fighters are pillars behind freedom. Let's salute them. We must respect our independence. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On this occasion, I will give a short speech on our freedom fighters. Today, we are enjoying all kinds of freedom without any rules. It is because of the sacrifices made by our freedom fighters. Due to our freedom fighters, we are living in a independent India. Different persons have different contributions in the freedom fight. Freedom fighters made India free from Britishers. They sacrificed their life for our country. Freedom fighters are known as real heroes of our country. Freedom fighters are Subhash Chandra Bose, Mahatma Gandhiji, Rani Lakshmibai, etc. They showed their true love for the country. I feel proud of my country and happy to live in this nation. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Hello everybody, my name is Aditi K. I am studying in 6th standard. Today I would like to share about freedom fighter. Freedom fighters are those people who fight for freedom for their country, and many of them sacrifice their life also. They are those because whom we are able to celebrate Independence Day. In 15th August, India celebrated Independence Day. Our freedom fighters even went to wars to safeguard the interest of our country and countrymen. They are also sacrificed their life in War of Independence. Freedom fighters are very important for our life, as they are inspired and motivate others to fight injustice. They are the pillars behind the freedom movements, and they are the one who await the people by right and power. We can see many freedom fighters in India like Mahatma Gandhiji, Subhash Chandra Bose, Rani Lakshmibai, etc. They inspire me to work for my country. Mahatma Gandhiji chose the path of non-violence and own freedom with truth and peace. And he did not use any of the weapons also. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Purti. I am studying in 7th standard. Respected principal, teachers and my dear friends, Namaste to all of you. I stand here to speak on the topic of freedom fighters. On the occasion of 74th Independence Day, I would like to remember all the freedom fighters. Today, we are proud citizens for the free India because of these freedom fighters. Freedom fighters are people who sacrifice their lives selflessly for the freedom of this country. People look up to them in the terms of patriotism and loves ones for the country. Freedom fighters made a huge sacrifices for this country, and also the amount of pain, hardships and sacrifices cannot be put into the words. They are the pillars behind the freedom of this country, and they made the people aware of their rights and also their power. It is all because of the freedom fighters who prospered the free country, free all kind of injustice. Most of the freedom fighters are fought against the British for their motherland, and also India seen a lot of freedom fighters who worked here, and the generation will always be indebted and always remember their selfless sacrifices and hard work. I have a few personal favorites who inspired me to work for the nation. My favorite freedom fighter is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was a lawyer by profession, and also he was actively participated in the movements like Swarajya, Quit India movement and also Dandi Sarchamas. His efforts alongside helped to get the other freedom fighters as freedom. And he was a deputy prime minister and home minister also. And he was a key reason behind the Indian states, and also he merged the kingdoms of Union territory. He was called as the Iron Man of the India, and his birthday 31st October is honored as National Unity Day. The Statue of Unity in Gujarat is the world largest statue is dedicated to him. The next in my list is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He led in an Indian army to show the power of India to the British, and also he was actively worked for the nations, and also he was also called as the moon. And also he fought against the British till his last breath. The famous lines remains, give me your blood and I will give you freedom, is fondly called as the Netaji. And also thousands of people who sacrificed to the least of Netaji's cause. Then in my list is Mahatma Gandhi ji. I like him very much because he chose the path of non-violence, and also he won the freedom with the no weapons, with only truth and peace. He was called as the father of the nation. And also he was led some movements like Swarajya, Quit India movement, non-cooperation movement, and also Dandi Salt March. His January 30th, his death anniversary is commemorated to him. And last but not least in my list is Bhagat Singh. He is a revolutionary freedom fighter and proud native of India, and also he was joined on non-cooperation movement in 1921, and also he formed Naujawan Bharat Sabha inculcate the patriotism of the youth of the nations, and also Jallianwala Bagh is made and patriotism, and he worked actively for the nations, and also his actions inspired to the work youth of fight for the freedom. My salute to all freedom fighters who sacrifice their love and nations. Because of their sacrifices, we are living in an independent country. With this, I will be ending my speech. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Good morning to you all. My name is Ritika Shetty from 8th standard. Today I am going to speak a few words about multimedia resources as learning tool. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, the concept of multimedia took a new meaning place as a good tool in a learning process. Further, more than satellite, computers, audio and video converged to create new media with enormous potential, combined with the advances in hardware and software. These technologies were able to provide enhanced learning facility. Multimedia technology empowers the educational process by means of increased interaction between teachers and students, and also innovative ways to make learning more dynamic and more applicable to the world outside the classroom. Multimedia combines five basic types of media into the learning environment: text, video, sound, graphics, and animation. This providing a powerful new tool for education. Multimedia content helps to vary and enhance the learning process and leads to better knowledge retention. Educational video can provide more opportunities for students to engage with the content. Use of multimedia in an education process. Just I am giving a simple example of what is called innovative use. Let us say that a student wants to write a paper on forest animals. Traditionally, the primary sources for obtaining information would be the books, magazines, etc., generally available in the library. With the access to interactive multimedia, the student will collect various materials about forest animals from multimedia sources. Multimedia resources gives more contribution to learning process during these pandemic situations. Thank you.
Hi, I am Shravya. Today I am going to speak about the multimedia resources as learning tool. Multimedia is a learning tools play an important role in classrooms in a number of ways, including but not limited to boosting creativity, encouraging students and helping students learn to collaborate. Students may come out of their shells when allowed to give a presentation via blog post or podcast. Natural leaders may emerge during group work as part of team presentation assignment. Other students may find their true artistic calling using graphic or creating videos in the classroom. Multimedia learning tools engage students. As we all know, students who are engaged in their learning often demonstrate higher academic achievement and take more ownership of their learning because there are so many tools and teachers have limited time. As any multimedia developer knows, a multimedia system consists of at least two and perhaps all of the following types of communication: text materials, photographs and other still images, audio files, video presentation and other forms of animation. Multimedia plays an important role in today's society because it is society now all are the things is keep up with the times. The multimedia is a good way for communication because that can easy to communicate and understand what they say, because the multimedia is making easier the things that they can easily understand. However, when used in the classroom for educational purposes, the design quality and sophistication of multimedia application must be high enough to combine the different elements of the cognitive processes so as to achieve the best mimicking of the teacher. There are different types of multimedia application available in the market today. These applications have been deployed for different educational purposes, such as the works deployed for the mathematics, social science, physics and physical education studies, and too many others. Media, like all other teaching techniques, should be used judiciously in the learning process. Media can be used to motivate discussion or lock in concepts. However, there are a number of important considerations for factually before they integrate media to or ask their students to use or develop media in their courses. The section explores tips for effectively using media, notes a number of common mistakes to be avoided and describes how to involve students in creating media on their own. The dramatic growth of social media creates new opportunity for engaging students. The World Bank is actively working with ministers of education in dozens of countries in support of their efforts to utilize educational technologies of all sorts to remote learning opportunity for students while schools are closed as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, and is in active dialogue with dozens more. In support of this work, the World Bank is categorizing emerging approach by country in an internal database in case related information may be useful to others. We are sharing experts from this database here. The Diksha portal contains e-learning content for students, teachers and parents. Under the guidance of its National Board of Education, CBSE and NCERT, the content has been created by more than 250 teachers who teach in multiple languages. QR codes in textbook encourage students to go beyond this book. The app is available in offline. Swayam Prabha is a group of 32 direct-to-home channels devoted to telecasting of educational programs round the clock of accessible all across the country. The channel are course for educational school class 9 to 12, higher educational as we all ask for out of school children, vocational educational and teacher training. Subjects include arts, science, commerce, performing arts, social science, humanities, engineering, technology, law, medicine and agriculture. Schedule for the television broadcast as well as achieved programs are available in the website. 5 benefits of multimedia learning. The benefits of multimedia learning: deeper understanding, improved problem solving, increased positive emotions, access to a vast variety of information, world exploration. Multimedia content helps to vary and enhance the learning process and ideas to better knowledge retention. Educational video can provide more opportunities for students to engage with the content. Students around the world can learn from course content made available through video. Multimedia classroom provide the students chance for interacting with diverse texts that give them a solid background in the tasks and content of mainstream college courses. Through the media, the teacher could give more opportunity to students to express their opinions and enjoy during the courses. Multimedia has a positive impact on cognitive achievement, academic achievement, comprehensive and application. The current study is an attempt to support the previous studies in using the experimental method in studying variables. We can use Zoom meeting, Google Classroom, Google Meet and many other apps to learn. Text, audio, video and images, animation are the 5 elements of multimedia.
My name is Bhumika K. I am studying in 10th standard. Today I would like to talk a few words about multimedia tools in the learning process. So, what is multimedia? It means a long border term for combining multiple media format. Whenever text, messages, videos, animations, images are combined together, then the result is multimedia. Multimedia learning tools plays an important role in the number of ways, like boosting creativity, encouraging students' involvement, and teaching them to collaborate. And shy students may come out of their world, out of their shell, when they are allowed to give a presentation through this multimedia. Now there is no doubt that the use of technology in education have been increased, and the performance in the past years are very impressive. So multimedias are used in many areas like education, business, public areas and home, etc. And the videos, television and laptop are the important multimedia tools. And there are main objective of this multimedia learning tool. They are image, for image, text, messages, video, animation. And the use of these multimedia enables the better learning of the students. Generally, among the young students and teenagers, they learn very fast and very quickly from the small screen than the printed words. Example, students video projection, it's a better example. So here the children can observe the content very quickly and they are familiar with that concept. And another one use of these multimedia is it convey the effective way of learning, and they are and the children can learn anything very quickly. All they need that all they require some facilities like TV, laptop, mobile, or some CD or ROMs. By these students can improve their learning skill, and their interesting level will be increased. By these, teacher and lectures can involve the students in the many learning activities. So now the concept of this multimedia is whispered all over the world, and it also allows the creativity thinking, and it also enables the child to create their own ideas, and their knowledge will increase. So now in the present generation, this multimedia plays an important role in the education and in the learning process of the students, because now the children are more familiar with some concept by these multimedia. So multimedia is also plays an important role in the education process of the children, and every children should get the opportunity of this multimedia to increase their education level or thinking and creating level. By last, I would conclude that multimedia is also a important it also plays an important role in the education level of the student. So there must be the children should be given the opportunity to involve in this multimedia, so then their education level or their creativity or thinking level will be increased. By saying this, I would like to conclude my speech, and thank you for giving opportunity.